guys, this is Hawkeye and I am here with Ask Hawkeye. Now I know it looks like I'm here with Vintage Story, the Neolithic mod, but actually Ask Hawkeye is a series that I am starting so that if you guys have any questions about any of the games that I am playing or need a little advice or want to know if I can help you guys with any particular thing, then that's what this is for. Now it just so happens that the most recent questions have been most commonly the Vintage Story Neolithic mod, because there really isn't a whole lot of tutorials about it yet. I was expecting Dulakaba to do some more in regards to that. He did do it for Vintage Story, but he hasn't been able to do the ones for this Neolithic mod. Now the thing is, I am not a tutorialist, but I will have, I basically have no problem giving you tips and tricks, and I figured since you guys are going to ask these questions, it might be a good idea for me to cover them, because they're not always very intuitive. So, I had to be taught these too and walked through them as well. So, anyway, one of the questions that I basically got was that, how do you make a chest in the Neolithic mod? Because obviously it is not the same as in vanilla Vintage Story. And the other thing is, how do you make the tools? Basically, how do you put the person that asked this question already had the head to the axe, but he didn't know how to attach the stick to it, because it used to be you just use regular sticks, and in vanilla you do, but here you do not. That's because it's a little more complicated, but not so complicated like Terra Firma Craft used to be. But anyway guys, basically what I'm going to do with this series is, and I'm hoping you guys will take part in it, but what I'm asking you guys to do is, if you have any questions, if you really want to get some answers on this game or any of the fishing games or the hunter or anything that I play, just let me know, and when I get the most frequently asked questions, that's what I'm going to be covering. And I might go beyond that and expand a little bit into some of the stuff as well. So guys, anyway, I am going to go ahead and get myself started here. Now, I could just show you these real quickly, but I think it would be a good idea for you guys to see just how you collect this stuff. Now, first of all, you are going to need, for the chest, you're going to need a circle of planks. Now that's been cleared up, but to do more than that and make the actual chest in the Neolithic mod, and for some reason I can't close the door. Okay, there it is. We're going to need some leather strips, and the best way to get that, of course, is to get it from an animal. Now, looks like I've got a little piglet out here, or no, it's a rabbit. It's a rabbit. And this is a good source right here. Alright. Oh, I thought he was dead. Die, you little bastard. Die, you bastard. There we go. Okay. Now this is going to give me some food too while we're at it. And what I'm going to do here... Now I've got a knife here, and granted this is an iron knife. You don't have to use an iron knife. You can use any knife, even just a hand flint knife if you so desire. And you just basically carve him up just like this. You don't have to bend down like you do in the vanilla version. You will get what you need from there, and it looks like I got myself a... Well, darn, I didn't get any hide. I was expecting to get some hide. I got a pelt, which is great, but I don't know how to finish off the pelts just yet. Well, I tell you what, let's find something else that we can kill. Well, let's take ourselves a little bit farther away from home, because I want to be able to take the local animals and capture them and make them my own. So I'll be right back, guys, once I get to a better place. Looks like we have us another rabbit, and he is trying hard to get away from us. Alright, let's try it again. See if we get a hide this time. Hopefully, maybe it's changed. I don't know if it's changed that you no longer get hides from them, you just get pelts. I don't know. It's looking like we just got... Yep, we just got pelts. Daggone it. Well, I guess that has changed. That's something new. Here you go. To get pelts from rabbits, all you have to do is kill them. Okay, I tell you what, guys. Let's go ahead. You can get hides from pretty much any other animal. You can get it from the rams. You can get it from the wolves, which there are plenty of. It. Since it's nighttime, being out here is probably not the best idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab me one pelt, because that's probably all I'm going to need. Alright, now what you can do with these pelts is you can, or these hides, is you can turn them into leather strips. Again, all you need, as you can see, is a knife. Now this doesn't have to be an iron knife. In fact, let me go ahead and show you here real quick. You can use, from the very beginning, a very simple hand-held knife. You see where this is? Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and make this real quick. Because honestly, I don't want you to get a little overwhelmed thinking that, oh my god, I have to make an iron knife. No, you don't. All you need is a hand flint knife. And this is something you can create early on. So we've got that in here. It's the hand knife. And we're going to use that to make our leather strips. Now all you have to do is put that in the bottom middle one and this one on the top, and you will get 4 leather strips. Leather strips are the easiest to use for binding early on. Now you can make leather strips, you can make things to tie things up with on your tools using sisal rope. You can use basically flax fibers to make flax twine, but early on these are the easiest ones to use. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to make a simple flint tool. This one's going to be an axe that we're going to make. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down here and make the axe head. Okay, here we go. Okay, and as you notice, the axe head is on the ground. Now, in vanilla, it isn't done this way. It's done in your, right in here in your crafting grid. But this one's done a little bit differently. This was set up so that it could be done in 3D in front of you. So, at this point now, what you're going to need is you're going to need a debarked branch. Now to get the debarked branches, it's pretty easy to get them, guys. All you have to do is go down and chop a tree down in the game, and you will get plenty of very thin branches. We're just going to go ahead and grab a couple out of here. There's a very happy wolf out there. I don't know what his deal is, but he's starting to get on my nerves. But anyway, you can basically use this hand knife just the same as I used before. You can either use it to make sticks, or in this case you can use it to make very thin debarked branches. That's what I want. It's debarked branches. Now with this debarked branch, you can now start to make yourself an axe. So I'm going to put this in here, and then we're going to add, and once we get the axe head on the stick, it's not going to stay. You need to use the leather strips and tie them on. As you can see, it goes across and you've got your tool. And there you go, guys, your first axe flint head. We'll put that down there and you've got yourself your first hand axe, or your actual axe on stick. Now the metal ones are done in a similar fashion, but you don't have to use the string to do it. And let me go ahead and give you a show on how that's done. Alright guys, while we are waiting to make the axe head, because I don't have one already pre-made, we're going to go ahead and show you how to make a chest. First of all, I need to find some planks, and these pine planks will do just fine. Very, very simple. Just like in Minecraft and in the Vanilla Vintage Story, you start with the circle, but with the Neolithic mod, you have to add the leather strips, and that will make you a Neolithic pine chest or whatever type of wood you want to produce. See, over here I've got some birch chests. But here's another thing that you can do, which is going to be extremely interesting to try. But go ahead and take one of those planks and a stick, and you can get a sign. And once you get the sign, if you take the chest on this portion here, put the sign underneath it, you will get a labeled chest. And a labeled chest will allow you to write on, and that way you can identify what's what. Now, I think you need you can use different types of things to write on it. I honestly haven't started writing on them yet, so I think you can use coal, but I'm not 100% certain about that. I know Eric has a master with that. Let me see, do I have any coal? I thought I did. Okay, I don't know if you can write it with, do it with coal or not, but we're going to give it a shot here. Yes, coal will allow you to write on there. So we are going to go ahead and cancel that because I know this happens to be ores. So you shift, hit the right button, and we're going to put on here ore nuggets. There you go. Now we know what's in there, and that's going to help considerably. And I mean, you do use up one of your coal to do that, but definitely worth it. And there's other things you can use to write on there too. I believe you can also use chalk, and I believe I do have some chalk in here somewhere. Let me see. Now I'm not 100% certain about this, so we're going to just check and see here real quick. But I do know that in this one we've got a lot of molds. So, yep, looks like you can use the chalk. So we've got fired molds, clay, and coal. And it does it in white. Very nice. So that's how you do the chest, guys. That's what you can do with that, and that is extremely useful. Makes it much easier to identify what's what and what's where. As you can see, I do have all that stuff in there, so I've got little extra things, but no biggie. This is still getting fired up. So as soon as it's done and I've poured it, we'll come back and we'll put that metal axe head the way it's supposed to be done. Alright guys, I have finished making the axe head, and I also went ahead and made a sword just so that you guys could see that as well. And this is done pretty much the same with the copper, the bronze, and the iron. But basically what you do is you just take the axe head, put it in this center one, then take the debark branch, just one, and make you one bismuth bronze axe. Same with the sword, one debark branch, and you got yourself one bismuth bronze sword. Now if you're doing shovels, it's a little different because you're going to have to use two of the very thin debarked. But put them like that, and you put the shovel head right here, and you will get your shovel. Alright guys, I hope those tips were helpful. I was trying to address them for the various viewers that did send these requests in, and I did answer them in the comments, but I thought it might be even better if I did it visually. So guys, I hope that was helpful. And if you have any other questions, be sure to put them in the comments below. I don't mind anything you ask. If I don't know the answer, I will find it out. But anyway guys, until the next episode of this, I will see you later, and always remember, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.